I'm so excited about the show. I love how meaningful it is. And I've just had such great conversations with everyone today talking about, how it dives so deep into just figuring it out, adulting, and just trying to go, with the flow. So can you talk a little bit about how that can resonate in season 4?
Definitely. I think this season, Emily has a maturity about her in a lot of ways that we haven't seen, but also a vulnerability that explains just that. She's still figuring things out. And as somebody who likes to think that they have it all figured out all the time, she's learning that she doesn't. And it's okay to feel the feelings. It's okay to break down. And it's also okay at the same time to be someone who's extremely independent, strong, and confident. So both those things can exist at the same time in one person. And I think that's a beautiful thing to celebrate. And adulting is hard.
Right? We're all just teenagers trying to adult.
1,000%. We're all just trying to make it.
Yeah, definitely. I think Emily really does she has to let her guard down. She has to sort of be open to what a relationship entails and what it means, and sort of confront in some ways how she does put up her own sort of walls. They have some, especially the second half of the season, some really intense scenes together. And I think so much of the relationship is taking off the rose-colored glasses and seeing each other as the people who they really are as the relationship deepens. And Lily and Lucas just have some just really, really wonderful moments that I think people will relate to.
If you could offer advice for Emily going into season 4, what would you tell her?
Oh, before this season that's coming out.
Before what we're all about to see.
Oh, I would say please discover and trust what you want, and don't try to please anybody else. Because it's only going to make everyone else's life easier, especially whether it be love triangles or whatever, if you've decided what you want.
Yeah, I definitely second that. I think kind of sticking to your guns in a big way would be my piece of advice.
Yeah, I mean, I think there is just a whole theme of, sticking true to yourself, just trying to listen to what you think,
But we love the figuring out stage.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
we
don't want to get your eyes straight away.
To know what you want sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice to take the long route, you know?
Right? Yeah. We're just adulting. We're figuring it out.
That's it,
exactly.
literally. Still figuring it out.
Great question. So I am late to the game.
Okay.
I have just learned that Charlie XCX had an album, called Brat.
Yes.
So I knew that. Didn't realize that's what a Brat Summer then meant. So I feel old, but I'm learning.
You knew about it.
Now just because I had to say, okay, guys, Brat Summer, what's it all about?
Honestly, so I feel like people don't always understand what it is. They just know of it even,
So please enlighten me, because I don't even know, am I having a Brat Summer?
My question going into all of this was, do you think Emily would be having a Brat Summer? But it's just, it's hard to say.
I think Emily would probably say she's living a Brat Summer. Can you live a Brat Summer, or are you having one?
Yeah.
I think Emily would love to be, she's been called basic, so why not be called a brat? I think she would love, I'm kidding. No, I do think she's having a Brat Summer.
Good. I think the main thing is you have to rock a lime green,
love.
this. Yeah.
By the way, it's great. It's fabulous.
So she would rock that, obviously.
Yeah, totally. She loves a lime color.
She would have a great Brat
Yeah.
Summer, for sure. How do you keep this balance of fun while also making sure that you keep these characters real and relatable?
I mean, that's, part of the challenge of writing the show, also part of the fun of writing the show. I think the show has a great light spirit, and it's a comedy and it's a drama, and it's it's like life, and I think it starts with Emily's attitude in a way. It's she is positive, optimistic. She can take things to heart, but then she has a friend like Mindy who just basically always, finds the sort of the comedic crazy side in everything. And I think it's these the friendships also kind of can keep things light.
There any surprises that you weren't expecting? Did you have any expectations going into the show, and then now that you're surprised going into season 4?
It's full of surprises. We're not in the writers' room, so we discover when we get the scripts, it's always the cliffhanger you get watching the show. We get it right, reading the
amount of nudity that was involved. I mean, that was never expecting that.
Oh my god.
pretty much all season, not all season.
Right, always full of surprises. Gotcha.
Yes.
I'm sorry, you had more to say.
Just threw it off with the nudity comment. How do we go on from there?
It brought me back to that shower scene that was like throughout the season. Like, no, it's no, I don't have more to say. I think it's full of surprises, you know, because Darren is likes to be inspired by the atmosphere and the city. That's why it's so on point all the time with what people are going through. And when you watch it, you can relate, because Darren doesn't write it far away from what's going on. He writes it while being part of it, and so when we get it, we're always surprised, and at the same time, we feel so in tune with the atmosphere, the architecture of it, because it's exactly what we're surrounded by. I hope that answered the question.
No, yeah, it does absolutely.
And a lot of nudity.
Oh my gosh, just the fact that we're on a season 4 and people are so excited and involved. Yeah. I think in that, it truly is a show that that people are so excited about around the world. I had no anticipation of the global reach.
I'm just happy to have gotten I was a fan of the show before kind of entering it. So, and I was only supposed to be here for a couple of episodes. So to be here, season 4 sat next to this one. It's really special for me.
Well, the experience is really rich, obviously, and the success is so amazing that our lives have changed, and that was really incredible on a personal level too, not only career, but what is surprising where the character goes. You know, she's presented with with an armor at the beginning of the show, and then it opens up all the time, and her vulnerability comes out, which is something that I love, because I love complexity, I love layers, I love complicated characters. That's all I live for. So I'm really happy. Yeah.
Oh, I have a lot of surprises because I discovered the personal life of Luke. Where he's living, his story of love with Marianne, and you will discover his passions, all his complexity, his difference. He's a strange character, So you will discover so many things of Luke in that season.
Do you have a favorite characteristic of him?
My favorite characteristic of Luke, you mean?
Yes.
Oh, I like the possibility to be like a child at school, When I was a child at school, I always making laugh my colleague because I say bad things of the teacher. And it's the same with my new teacher, is my boss, and it's good to me to be able to do those things.
I love that. Thank you so much. Going over to you, Samuel. How about you? Surprises with the whole show?
Well, I have to say the main surprise, first of all, is like the impact of the show on culture. I feel like now the show is so rooted in culture in such a short amount of time. And that's crazy. We was talking about that. There's no one airport we did not get recognized, which is, wow, is a crazy thing, just even talking about it. And in terms of the 4th season, being able to explore a bit more of Julian, and being able to make him, he's gonna stand up more for himself, and having to play that was so much fun, honestly.
Absolutely. Great. And just going off of what you're saying, I mean, it just resonating with people. Obviously, the show has a strong LGBTQ following, and we're wanting to see more of those storylines. So could you just talk a little bit about why you think it resonates with queer people, and if you are team Camille and Sophia?
Oh, that changes, because we usually get Alfie and Gabriel. Oh, great.
Yeah, no, they're out the window. We're talking the real relationships here.
Oh, I mean, I will say that Sophia and Camille together are a very hot, awesome couple. We also they're both such wonderful humans, and I love working with them. I just think that the show represents a really wide range of what love means. Whether it's loving oneself or loving another, it comes in many shapes and sizes. It comes in many forms. And I think the show really celebrates that. And our actors are so incredible and wonderful and diverse. And I love celebrating all walks of love, you know, and I think that the show, it just makes people smile, and it makes me happy that people feel seen and heard and represented. And I hope that we just get to continue to do that.
I think it resonates with so many people because essentially Emily and a lot of these characters are kind of fish out of water, right? They're put in an environment where they don't have a community and they don't have friends yet. And we really see these people in different cultures like open up to each other and really find a home in each other. And I think any story like that is a beautiful one. Totally team Camille and Sophia. I think both Ashley and Mindy are like team, like everyone just be true to themselves.
Yeah.
And so it's frustrating when like characters obviously feel a certain way and are not like going with that.
The questions come into it.
Team Camille and Sophia, I think it's something very, very exciting. Very, very exciting. Is it morally okay? No, because Camille was already with someone. But do you know what? Camille, go get some as well. You know what I mean? Like she's been like cheated on at the beginning of season 1 and stuff like that. Like, come on, like I give her the ticket this time. Like, have fun.
She's figuring it
have
out.
Fun.
Right.
And yeah, and this is a show that is, you know, the characters are so different from each other, you know, and that allows for like different storylines, and it's gonna touch different group of people, and that's what's beautiful with storytelling. That's what you're trying to do. You try to touch groups of people, and you try to make them recognize themselves on screen. And if we are doing that, I'm so happy. If this is what people feel like.
Gabriel and Alfie are get part 2.
They've been making eyes at each other for a long time, but I think we certainly have
just implied.
You know,
Right.
Camille and Sophia is certainly a big part of this season, and I think that there's always like, I think, always room for any kind of relationship, and I think that's what this season's about. Is like not defining relationships in a traditional sense, and I think that's a big part of the storyline of this season is how to you know, embrace an unconventional relationship.
Absolutely. I mean, for sure. So just going off of like the fashion of the show, what do you think if your character was to live in only one outfit the entire time, what would they always want to be in?
Oh, I would hope for Mindy's sake it was pajamas.
Not high heels.
Not the latex thingies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I think season 1, Mindy had some like great suits that like could be dressed up and dressed down. So probably one of those, yeah.
Yeah, I think for Alfie, I think I'll just be buttoned up. I'll just have a shot. No, you know what? I think I had a cool little look down in the south of France last year with the at the wedding stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that suit.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I was happy in that.
And you think
I actually liked my red dress there too.
I could live in that.
Depends on what season. I there's definitely stuff I'd love to wear, but we don't like. We had to film during the winter, and I do not know how that would fly now. So
right. You know, practicality does play it.
There we go.
1000%.
I'm so sorry to say that, but I think Julian would be depressed.
If you had to wear one outfit, right?
Why would you?
Why would you do that
But
to
is there
us?
like a statement piece that he would, you know, just rock all the time?
That would be the worst thing you could tell
This is
Julian.
a nightmare.
Fire him. Like, you know, send him to jail. But
You're
don't
right.
take his outfit away from him. Like, why would you do that?
You're right. What was I thinking?
I don't know, Bruno, is there
It's
anything?
a crazy question.
Yeah, I think Luke will take the tuxedo, but without the tash. How do you say the
Without
The stain.
without the stain? Yeah.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah.
I'm like him. I couldn't choose. It would be horrible.
It's like we're trying to design, you know, the cartoon character. You know, how they only get one outfit. Like we're just trying to, you know, see what their vibe is.
I don't know. I feel like we need to see what outfit was the most. Do you know what? After the season comes out,
Yeah, we'll
let's
think
see
about it.
Ask the fans.
which outfit was the most
Oh
iconic.
no, I have one that I really like.
Yeah.
Season 3, where we go to visit Pierre Cadeau, with the black thing that I had, like the so and so funeral. It wasn't a funeral, but it was
Oh yeah. It was all in black.
all
Yeah.
in black.
Mm.
With the big. You remember?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Giuseppe Pina. Yeah.
Is there any songs that you are still hoping Mindy is going to be singing?
Oh, I don't know, actually. I feel like she has such like an eclectic, like every single song is such a different genre. So I've been most excited about like the original songs that have come in that are totally new.
We're going into Mindy's Eurovision kind of storyline this season. Do you think if Emily was to sing a song, like what song do you think she would perform?
Oh, God. I mean, I actually watched Eurovision this past year in Rome when we were filming, and it was amazing. It was so good. It was so fun. I don't know what she would sing. It would have to be something like so outlandish and fun and very much outside her comfort zone. Like Emily as a pop star would be so fun.
I agree. That needs to be the spin-off.
It needs to honestly happen.
That's what we
She needs to
need.
get up on stage.